GU Self-Storage, conveniently located near the Harmon McDonald's. We offer affordable rates, online payments, and auto bill pay for your convenience. Plus gate access daily from 6 a.m. to 9 p.m. Call us today at 648-7867 for more information.
Hey, what's up? Welcome to In the Zone. Dave Delgado here with Coach Payne, Tom Akagami, Trench founder. We're talking about this weekend's Trench event. First off, Coach Payne, welcome back to the island. And let's get right into it. Mentally, this is going to be the first time I'm competing in Trench Challenge. But as far as mental preparation, how important is that for these competitors before they hit the course?
Man, it's very important. Anytime you put your body through a physical stress or anything that requires your physicality to have to be at the forefront, the mind has to be in the right place so that the body can perform at the level it needs to perform. We're talking about optimum, performance. And if your mind is not in the right place, then the body is going to believe exactly what you tell it. So if you're not focused and you're not doing the things that are necessary to get you through the courses or to get you through the obstacles, then yeah, you're going to definitely run into some problems out there. But even with that being said, it just takes a lot of fortitude and attitude and making sure that when you're getting out there that you're not so much, getting yourself in a position where your ego starts to fly. And like I always tell people, egos don't fly. So you got to be able to humble yourself, but you got to be ready to get out there and compete at the highest level. So mentally, definitely you got to be in the right place.
I think it's not just showing up like, okay, waking up, I'm going to get out there, I'm going to take care of business, I'm going to do this. You got to look forward to it. You got to be,
absolutely.
You got to want to be there. You got to want to take to the course,
yes, sir.
Finish the course, and dominate on the course.
Absolutely. Yes, sir.
And Tom, let's talk about this year's course itself. Like we said before, not giving away too much, but the starting and finishing is going to be different than it was last year.
Slightly different. We're going to be running a course in reverse this year, and we've been really manicuring the track this year to have a really good presentation for the participants.
And roughly how many obstacles can we expect?
About 30 or so.
And you guys just recently came back from Saipan.
Yeah,
yes, we just came back this morning.
Yeah.
We were out there to do some outreach to some public schools, some high schools. We went to their Southern High School and their Marianas High School, and it was Cagman. So we went there, and he basically did they were focusing on suicide prevention month, so about mental health and everything, and it was perfect for Coach Payne to go in there and kind of reinforce that, especially after the tragedy that they went through last year with the typhoon. There's we saw still there's a bunch of places that are wrecked. We were told that some families are still living in FEMA tents, so it was a good thing for him to go out there. I'm sure a lot of the youth were, I won't say troubled, but they were probably in a dark place, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah, I think that's really important because suicide itself, it's definitely something that it's out there. It's not talked about that much, but especially for the youth, it's a big thing because they don't really know how to handle a lot of situations.
Yeah, and if I may say this, a lot of times, you have to understand that we're all kids at one time in our lives, and we don't know everything. These young adults don't know everything, and they don't know how to deal with certain situations like maybe we do because we were kind of, as we grew, we got, either we got stronger, we got weaker, but some of us, we learn a lot more from our, our trials and tribulations. But the good thing about these young adults that I've learned and what they taught me is that they had the fortitude to keep going. And when you're reinforcing it, just like my guy Tom said, just kind of reassuring them and letting them know that they do matter and that their life is very important and that they should understand that they got to hold on to this life because you only got one shot at it. No matter what troubles or circumstances that you're going through, that's what life does. It will challenge you every single day of your life, but don't quit and don't give up. And these young adults definitely get the idea, I believe, and I was very happy to be a part of that. And then they may still fall back in that dark place, but in the end, it's just important that we continue to show some type of fortitude to them, care about them, and let them know that they matter.
And that's a perfect tie-in how Tom brought you aboard because Trench Challenge, you're challenging yourself both mentally and physically, and to be able to continue, like you said, throughout the course and fight each obstacle and find ways to overcome that. it kind of translates to like what I believe in as far as sports. You know, being able to build character and challenges, and still be able to come out of that at the end of the day with a smile, because you know, after everything's said and done, it was either just a game or just another event where you know you're a finisher.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah. It again. It just depends on how you approach it. You know, we all approach things differently when there are challenges that we face, and I mean that's just the name of the event itself. But we all have to go through some type of a struggle to understand what we actually are doing. When something's easy, you're never gonna learn from easy. There's no, to me, easy doesn't count. If it's easy, you shouldn't be doing it. Easy doesn't count. So when you're stepping into an arena, regardless of the circumstances, you got to be ready to go in and give it 110%. And that's the way it is. Pass or fail, don't quit, keep moving. Because there's a difference between failing and quitting. And that's how I look at it.
And for you, I mean, this is what you do. You go out there, you talk, you motivate. But where do you draw your inspiration from?
Man, you know, it comes from a lot of things, you know, family, you know, losing, you know, as well as winning. Many people always ask me, how do I push myself to be as motivational as I am? I spoke with these young adults yesterday, and I was telling them the hardest thing that I ever had to deal with was losing my mother. And when she passed away 9 years ago, and it's almost still fresh, but you had to actually experience some kind of pain to wake something else up. You know, you have to awaken something that's already there. And amazingly, we all have that in ourselves. Sometimes it may not come out right away. It may not come out at all, but it's going to eventually show its face. Now, when it comes up, how do you use it? So I turn my pain into my passion. I let what hurt me become my idea of letting it be an outlet to embrace whatever it is that I'm dealing with, but being able to put it out there to the rest of the world and letting them know that no matter how much pain you're going through, no matter how much hurt you're going through, let that be your fire to push you to the next level and go beyond it. That's what gives me the strength and the power to keep moving forward, not just to honor my mother, but just to look at the opportunities that I have today and using this platform to encourage other people, because there are a lot of people out there that's got a lot more going on in their life than I do. And that is exactly how you have to look at it. So I don't look at it as a feel sorry for me type of thing. I look at it as celebrate with me and keep that life moving forward, brother.
Yeah, because I mean, nowadays too, it's hard to get people motivated. You know, I mean,
Absolutely.
Just to get up off the couch and go do something active, and you know, if they don't see it as, you know, it doing something for themselves or doing something for themselves in general, it's really hard to get in someone's mind, because they feel like, okay, well, I'll do it tomorrow. I'll continue to put it off.
Oh man, I got a response for that. Let me tell you, the thing about tomorrow, I say this often, and Tom heard me say this at our event. Tomorrow is not waiting for you. Tomorrow doesn't owe you or me anything. Tomorrow has already made up its mind. Why wait for something to happen to make it happen for you? If we can get past that mindset of thinking that, hey, I can do it tomorrow, who told you tomorrow's going to knock on your front door? What gives you the right to say that tomorrow is coming looking for you? If you have now, do it now. Let tomorrow take care of itself. You got to have that mindset, man.
Well, let's talk about doing it now. Log on now, register now, make sure you're signed up for the event.
The biggest hurdle to doing the event is actually making the decision to do it, right? To signing up. So go on to trenchevents.com and register.
Yeah, you know, like I said, I was always thinking about doing the event. Then Sabrina texted me, Dave, you want to do the event? I was like, you know what? I'll go ahead and do the event. And yeah, I was just like, okay, mentally kind of nervous, you know, like.
It's intimidating,
yeah.
You know, people see the videos like, man, that looks tough. But you know what? If older people can do it, I've had our oldest person that participated in the event was like 70 something. We've had people that are, you know, a bit overweight and wanted to challenge themselves. They do it. It's not, you know, a majority of the participants in the event are recreational.
Yeah, and that was a key word.
Yeah.
I'm not trying to go in there like an elite pro, or I'm just going in there.
We give that opportunity.
Yeah.
Now. I mean, for the elite guys, we have an elite division, and you can qualify for the world championships. that's great. But then for the majority, we have a recreational division that you can just join. Bring in your family, your friends. I mean, we have a couple, husband and wife that's been joining us at our training camps, and they're doing it so they can strengthen their family bond, and they're doing it with their family too. So, it's a great thing, I think, for a family to do it.
I think the cool thing is just finishing. I mean, that's something that can never be taken away from you. That's something that you can cherish. Finishing participants will receive what?
They get a finisher medal, really cool one. Man, I should have brought one. They also get a dry fit shirt, a performance dry fit shirt that we designed for this year with some extra ventilation on the side. It's pretty neat. And they get a numbered headband, their bib. Finishers at the finish line will receive, their cheat day meal, which is a slice of pizza from Domino's, a Coors Light, and or their choice of Powerade, to hydrate themselves. And of course, along the course, Powerade at every water station. We've got multiple water stations out there. We know how hydration is important, and every water station, we have about 7 or 8 out there, and they'll be prepared for all the runners.
And Coach, what do you have lined up for your remainder before the actual event itself?
Oh man, a couple of more engagements. Tom got me all busy. And,
we have he's
quite a
got
few
one tomorrow
events.
at the Guam Realtors Association luncheon, and then on Friday he's got one for one of the local businesses, as well as for the outrigger management team, and Friday evening with Guam Young Professionals.
And as far as social media, how can people follow you and stay up to
Absolutely.
date?
If they're on Instagram, they can follow me at Coach_Payne. On Facebook, Coach Payne. It's Pain. Also, you can also check out some of my videos on YouTube. Motiversity is actually a partner up with those guys. Got some great, powerful messages out there. You can also listen to it on Spotify as well. Dig Deeper, When It Hurts, and there's a new one that just came out for our first responders and military and things like that from all over the world called The Resilient. So it's pretty powerful stuff, man.
Anything else you want to add?
No, just man up and join Train Challenge.
All right, well, that's going to do
Women
it
too.
for us here.
Women too.
For In the Zone, you can catch us every Thursday at 9 a.m.
I want to acknowledge our men and women, to the first responders, to our men and women who serve. I know that you're here to run a race, but you got to keep running your race for the rest of your life. Once you cross that finish line, do you believe it's over? You need to focus on what you need to do now. You got to push harder than you ever pushed. It's your life, it's your time, it's your moment. We are all brothers and sisters in battle. You are going into the trenches right now. You are about to face challenges beyond challenges beyond challenges. You better man up, you better woman up. This is the time. If you're feeling like you're weak and you feel you're in a dark place, rise up, get it done, and conduct your business. So I'm gonna say to all of my Guamanians, stand tall and be recognized.